Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Goodrich Chronicles. I am your host, Anthony Goodrich, and we are going to touch on something that I haven't touched on in a long time. And by that, I mean child porn. Yep, CP. What is the obsession with people interested doing, committing, having child porn? It makes me sick to my stomach every time I hear about one of these cases. But the only reason I'm bringing it up is because President Donald Trump, his name has come up due to the Epstein files. And you all know all about that. And no, that's not what this show is about. This segment is about the people he has pardoned who has a background of child porn or taping women. Replace the T with an R. Okay? So here's my thing. He's claiming that he's cleaning up America, getting rid of all the immigrants with criminal records and sending them back to where they came from or to some place they've never been. But he's getting them out of the U.S., right? Well, dig this. I'm going to list about a half a dozen people that have horrendous criminal records that should not be walking the streets. But yet he pardoned them. But I'm going to add two more people to this list that have recently been charged with child porn and see if he pardons these fools too. One of them is a magistrate. Yep, he's a judge. Just got arrested in recent history for child porn. Check this out. Here are some names I want to give you. Okay? I'm not going to go into details about each and every one of them, but I'm just going to show you. You can look up their names. It's right there. So I don't have to go into every detail about what these sick individuals are all about. But yet we have we have a president who pardons people like this. Name number one, David Daniel. Okay? David Daniel was pardoned by Donald Trump for his January 6 related charges, which involved assaulting a police officer. He faces separate charges for production and possession of child porn, allegedly involving a minor and a child under 12, well, both of that would be minors, child under 12 years old. Did you hear what I just said? He pardoned him. Because by his standards, I guess this doesn't qualify as being a menace to society or someone who should not be here in this country. But he decided to let this man back out on the streets after assaulting a police officer and indulging in child porn. Okay? Name number two, Andrew Taake. I hope I'm saying it right. Taake. So I think it's Taake. Andrew from Texas pleaded guilty to assaulting a police officer with bear spray and a metal whip during the January 6th riot, receiving 6-year sentence. He was pardoned for those charges. Taake also has a prior unresolved 2016 charge. You heard what I said, unresolved charge, okay? So this didn't happen after the insurrection, all right? So this didn't happen after that. This was before, okay? Where he allegedly sent sexual explicit messages to someone he believed was 15 years old. Did you hear what I just said? 15 years old. But President Donald Trump pardoned him. Let him out. Okay? Number three, Theodore Maddendorf is mentioned in the X platform, post as having him as a prior conviction for child porn. And being among the January 6 rioters. Another one that President Donald Trump pardoned. Okay? There's a reason why I'm going through these names, because there's two new names that just came up that we need to watch out for to see if these two get pardoned. Okay? Because if they do, just like all the rest of these names I'm giving you, he condones it. He condones that activity. I don't care what nobody say, especially after with his name coming up with the emails with Epstein saying that, of course, Donald Trump knew about the girls. That's why he told the woman to stop doing it, to stop trafficking. So he knew. But anyways, I digress. We got Casey Hopkins, okay? Kyle Colton, okay? January 6 rioters, okay? And sexual assaulters, okay? Sean McCall, Andrew Grigsby, wow, and Edward Hemingway, okay? Now, those names were people that were pardoned by President Donald Trump, okay? Now check out these names here. Oh, man. And I'm going to show you a clip about one of these individuals here. Judge James Gosnell out of South Carolina was arrested in September, and he is now in the penitentiary, in the same jail where he sent other people to do their time. But his lawyer is screaming about his safety. Oh, he's so concerned about his safety because all the prisoners that he put in there gonna probably try to whoop his ass. You know what I'm saying? I say so be it. This man was caught trying to purchase and distribute child porn. He wanted to see little infants get taped. Replace that T with an R. This is what he's paying. This is a judge. A judge indulging in child porn. Here's the other one. Scott David Mason. Now he is a lobbyist, or was a lobbyist for President Donald Trump. He was a lobbyist for him. That means he was a professional. He held a prestigious position. Okay? He was just arrested for child porn. Keep those names in your forefront and see if these two get off. Okay? No pun intended. This just makes me sick to my stomach, because we all know, and I'm not going to touch on it, but we all know about Catholic priests and child porn. We all know that's been going on for decades. I didn't mean decades. I meant thousands of years. Okay? But this is modern day, officially, one of those situations where you have prestigious people like the president, lobbyists, judges, police officers, are in a position where they are supposed to be protecting and serving the community. But they are preying on the community. Preying on the community. Not praying with the community. No, there's a difference. They're not praying with. They are preying on. Oh my God. Put up the video.
A new arrest made in connection to a former Charleston County magistrate judge. Thank you for joining us. I'm Tessa Spencer. First at 6, more developments tonight in that federal case against suspended judge James Gosnell. Our Emily Deanne has been following the case and has more for us. Emily?
Tessa, 56-year-old John Badger Thorpe was arrested in Broward County, Florida. He was indicted on as the previously unnamed second defendant in the indictment against Judge Gosnell.
And my expectation is that the government is going to insist upon exposure to really long periods of incarceration.
A federal indictment alleges former Judge Gosnell and his alleged lover in Florida, John Thorpe, conspired to exchange illegal materials over the encrypted app Telegram, then mailed a USB drive containing the files.
Given the severity of the charges and the proof that's involved and the public interest, that will look for, I think there will be a resolution within 6 months or so, certainly within a year.
Records also detail discussions about sexual preferences for minors, including age, and plans to rape and torture children. Thorpe faces multiple federal charges, including possession, receipt, and distribution of child sexual abuse materials. Court documents say he was taken into custody Sunday.
I was given the knowledge of these defendants, particularly Judge Gosnell. He has been in the system. He knows how these cases are prosecuted. I would assume there would be an effort not to leave evidence behind.
Meanwhile, Gosnell remains suspended from his role as magistrate judge.
Well, given the kind of allegations that I've seen, that maybe they're aware of other pedophiles that they could bring to justice, and maybe that might be of some interest to the government in terms of possibly reducing a sentence to some degree. But again, I can't imagine the reduction would be overly significant.
Homeland Security is...
I just have to bring this to the forefront and put these people on my platform, because this is where they deserve to be, on this platform and every platform out there, so everybody knows what the hell they're doing, what the hell they're all about, the people that they're preying on, and how we have a leader that feels like it's okay, even if he ain't doing it himself, which I have second thoughts about. Even if he is not indulging personally, he is condoning the acts of others. All these people he's sending ICE after that supposedly have criminal records, do they have sexual assault records? Do they have child porn records? These ones, or should I say, the ones that are being pardoned, they ass need to be whooped. They need their ass whooped. Yep, they need their ass whooped. But when you have a president, when you have a leader of the country that conducts himself the way that he does, and feels like all these people are good people, because he wouldn't have let them out if he felt like they were, good people, right? Oh, man. It just gets under my skin every time I hear a story like this. And it's happening every day. This is the ones we're hearing about. But you know what? It's going on all the time because we don't hear about it until they get caught. But we got to find a way to put a stop to it. I hope that old bastard rots in jail, the judge. All of them anyway, but the one that's in jail right now, and the other one, Scott, Mason, and Judge Gosnell, I hope they rot in hell. I hope they get their ass whooped every day. Anyways, I could go on and on and on about how much I hate people like that. But I'm going to slow my roll and show my appreciation for how you could have been anywhere in the world at this point in time in your life, but you chose to spend some time with me, and for that, I am grateful. Until next time, Anthony Goodrich, signing off.